Hey, what's up, my friends? Happy Thursday. Feeling pretty good. See, I got a haircut. I need to get a haircut every few weeks now. If I let my hair grow out a little bit, it makes me look like 20 years older. Makes me look closer to my real age. I like short hair. I miss the COVID days when my wife was cutting my hair. She actually did a pretty good job. It's got kind of expensive now. Even if you go to Great Clips, it's like, with tip and all, it's like $25. Of course, that's like a fraction of what my daughter and my son pay for a haircut. Feeling pretty good. Been doing a lot of weightlifting, also some hiking. Good news is I got my my shoes in. I'm still wearing Reeboks today, my test pair. I got my Speed Go 6s and my Clifton 10s. Another one. Mach 6. Mach 6s came in. So I got 3 pairs of shoes coming in. I didn't wear them today because I want to take pictures of the Mach 6s and the Clifton 10s. I'm going to do a comparison video on it. Mach 6s I've done videos on before, but I want to do a comparison because I haven't worn Cliftons in a long time, many years. I think I stopped wearing Cliftons on version 6. Now they're on 10. Just want to give them a try again. Of course, I'm going to try them tomorrow, and if they don't feel very well after walking them some, I'll return them, and then that's the end of that. But I've been hearing some good things about them. Also, I got a wide. Before, they didn't make a wide. Now that shoe's so popular, they have 3 widths in that shoe. It's the only Hoka shoe they do. And like I said before, 10% of all running shoes, road shoes, is a Hoka Clifton. Not just Hoka, all brands. So it's pretty amazing. So a lot colder in Texas now. Temperature dropped like 20 degrees. Hey man, thanks for joining. Long YouTube channel name, so it's hard to read. So I'm about 1 week out from Tunnel Hill 100. I mean, all this leads to Cocodona in next May. I feel pretty good. So, use the new shoes this week. Next week, I go out of town. I have to visit some customers in a few states, and then I'll end up in the area where Tunnel Hill is, Southern Illinois. I'll do that race, and I'll come home. I feel pretty good about it. I should finish. I've had a few DNFs this year, but I'm usually pretty comfortable at the 100-mile distance. I've just been doing some really difficult ones. And this particular one, I mean, all 100-milers are difficult. Don't get me wrong. Even the flat ones. It's just a long ways. So, but I feel confident I can get it done. It's a 30-hour cutoff, but it's a flat course. And it should be cold. Not too cold, but cold. It can be very cold there. But the weather looks like it's going to be mild. But it'll still be cold because of the time of year. At night, which is good because it keeps you from swelling up some. Better for the legs. Hey, good morning, man. Thanks for joining. You must be in Asia. It's evening here. It's almost dark. 7 o'clock. Oh no, it's 6:30 right now. So it'll be dark in about 30 minutes. I'm in Texas. Let me know where you are joining from. So this morning I got the flu shot and also got the C shot. I can't say that because the video will get flagged, but you know, the Pfizer shot. And it's interesting because I got the flu shot. I usually do, most years. And most years I get the C shot. But this year they said, you know, government changes his mind all the time. That's why you got to do what's best for you, not what the government tells you to do. Because, we only recommend if you're above 65 to get the shot now. It's like, I've already gotten 4 of these shots over the last 4 years. So give me the shot. I mean, I know what I need. I don't start something and don't finish it. The biggest drug company in the world thinks you need a vaccine. I think you need it. We've been doing vaccines since the early 1900s, man. When I went to Asia, I had to get malaria shot and all kinds of things. We've been getting vaccines since we were kids. Other same thing. So I don't know why everybody's so finicky about the C shot. If we need it, we need it. If we need a flu shot, why don't we need that one? So anyways, I travel a lot, I'm on airplanes a lot, and on airplanes you get sick very easy. So the only times I've ever gotten sick is on airplanes. You're just sitting next to people and you're breathing the same air. So they got some vaccines to protect you, why not, you know? Anyways, I did that today. I've done them both at the same time before, but today, I tell you what, for a couple hours I felt dizzy. Not dizzy, just felt, you know, you put chemicals in your body, you know. I feel fine now. I took a little nap, 20-minute nap, slammed some coffee this afternoon, some more coffee late afternoon. Feel fine. Just doing some hiking and jogging right now, and I've been doing my push-ups every night, even when I'm doing my bench program. Like yesterday, I probably did 100 reps on the bench press. It was speed reps. Hey, thanks for joining, everybody. Hey, Zach, Felipe, CJ Football, Ashley. Oh, here it's at 6:30 at night. I'm in Texas, but I'm sure we got some friends from Asia right now. So it's a time of day when I do lives. I get people in Asia, India, Philippines. It's very common. I get a lot of friends from there. But I was talking earlier, it got like 20 degrees colder here in Texas. I think it's going to be real cold for a couple days. This morning it was like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I guess that's probably like, I don't know, 10 degrees Celsius. Yeah. Anyways, I was talking about vaccines earlier. Anyway, I took 2 this morning. Well, one's a vaccine, one is a flu shot. What's the difference? I mean, there's both shots, you know. Anyways, it made me feel a little bit weird for a few hours. I guess it did last too. I just can't remember. But I should be set until next year. So I just don't like getting sick. I get a cold or something. It usually lasts like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. Prepare for pairs of shoes today. I was telling y'all earlier, 3 different Hokas, also Speedgoat 6s, and Clifton 10s, and Mach 6s. So break them out tomorrow. I'm gonna do some testing. Well, 2 of them I've had before, but the Clifton I'm pretty interested to see how it's gonna be, because I'm trying to determine which shoe I'm gonna wear the following weekend. And the 100 miler, I'm definitely a road shoe, but if I don't feel good in the road shoes, I'll just wear my Speedgoats trail shoes. I mean, it is on limestone, crushed limestone. It's an old railroad trail. They call it rail to trails. It's where they remove the railroad tracks and then they have a trail there. And it's pretty cool. They got like a tunnel that goes through the mountain, all that stuff. So Halloween's tomorrow. My daughter's having a nervous breakdown about what to wear for Halloween. I go through that every year. I mean, we got like 20 costumes from previous years, and a lot of them still fit, but of course you gotta get a new one. So that's tomorrow. It's hard to believe Halloween's already here. And yeah, so feeling pretty good. Let me know what y'all up to. I've done a couple short videos this week on just things that came to mind, supplements, on coaching. What else I did? I did one on BPN. Every time I do that, I lose subscribers, but you know, I know people like to just watch my vlogs, but you know, I like to do videos where people can learn something, you know. I do short videos, just whatever come to mind. I was listening to Casey Neistat give a speech on YouTube, I think a week or two ago. He's been gone for a long time, but he's one of the biggest YouTubers. He's like a Mr. Beast type guy, you know, expert on YouTube. And he said, you know, it's important to do on YouTube what you want to do and what makes you happy, and you'll have more success on YouTube. So that's why I stopped doing so many review videos on equipment. I was spending a lot of time not getting many views, even though I like doing them, but I don't like to do them so much anymore. So I get offers from equipment companies all the time. Even one today. It's a hydration mix company today. They want me to send product, and they'll send me product and I can do a video. Some of them even pay me, but I don't like to do them because they don't get very many views, which means that my followers don't like to watch them. So they want to hear live videos and talk about different things. Because I mean, we talk about running, talk about weightlifting. Today we're talking about vaccines. We talk about anything anybody wants to talk about. Another funny thing, well, at least funny to me, I'm in the grocery store today, H-E-B. It's a supermarket chain in the South. And you go to the cereal aisle and they have adult cereal, kid cereal. It's kind of funny. I laugh every time I see it. Because all the cereal's for kids. All the cereal's for adults. And I was looking for Honey Nut Cheerios, and that's in the adult cereal. That's what my kids eat. I mean, they do have some weird ones that only adults would eat, but I don't know. It just kind of makes me laugh every time I see that. It's like, what the heck, you know? I was listening to a single track. They're talking about Javelina 100 results. You know, Tara Dower, she broke the record, and this Wesley, I think's his name. I forget his last name. He broke the record. They did great. But it's not so exceptional. I mean, just a lot of the really fast runners haven't run that race. I was doing a little research on it. You know that loop that's in Javelina? Begins with a P. Pemberton Trail Loop. The 20-mile loop in Javelina is a Pemberton Trail loop, mostly. Almost all of it. Well, they have a Pemberton Trail 50K, too. You know who won that? Jim Walmsley. In 2 hours and 49 minutes, ran a 50K. Unbelievable. And you know, they're talking about 12-hour win at Javelina. It's such a great thing, but I think Jim could do 11 hours, maybe very close to under 11 hours. Because a 2 hour and 49 minute 50K, if you equate that out on time, I think it's like 3 minutes a kilometer or something like that. Anyways, if you equate it out, it's like a 9 hour and 20 minute 100 miler. Of course, someone couldn't keep the pace for that long, but my point is, even if you gave him another 2 hours, he still shattered the record, you know, for aid stations and slowing down or speeding up, that sort of thing. So it's interesting. Hey, man. Hey, Lewis, you got some new shoes? Cool, man. I remember you said you were gonna, I just got 3 new pair of shoes yesterday. I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna come out. I usually will maybe return one or something like that. I like to buy from Running Warehouse there in Georgia, because you can buy it online, and if you don't like it, you just throw the label in the box and return it, so that it's really no hassle. So they're a pretty good place to buy, and their prices are very competitive. But yeah, I remember you were going to run the San Diego half marathon or something like that with your wife, or oh, you're definitely in the good shape from all your burpees to do well in a half marathon or a marathon. So, but it's starting to get dark in Texas here. So There's something else I was going to talk about. I thought it was funny. Oh, I did a short video on BPN fixing trail races. I know that might get some people angry, but it's the truth, you know. They they put on trail races in Texas, and they do a special lottery on Instagram or Facebook, and then they pick who can be in the race, and they tell you to sign up on Run Sign Up. And then they throw all their elite athletes in there. Of course, their elite athletes are going to win. They won't put their races on Ultra Sign Up, and they keep them to like 100 people. Well, Bear Ranch is very close to where I live. So here, he's got these ultra marathons that I can't even join because I can't get in can't register for them. So my only complaint is they need to put them on Ultra Sign Up. So I think it's not fair to most people. I'm also a customer. I buy a lot of products from BPN, and they don't send any emails inviting their customers or anything. So they have a fixed field of people that join the race, and then they put their elite athletes in there, and it's usually on like 100. Well, in Bear Ranch, he could have 500 to 1,000 athletes in his races if he just opened it up. Because he doesn't have any Forest Service rules, state park rules. It's his own ranch. In Texas, you can do anything you want on your own ranch. So I made some comments on some of their elite athlete videos saying, tell Nick to put his races on Ultra Sign Up. And I did a short video about it too. So hopefully it gets their attention. I'm sure other people think the same thing. So basically there's a 50-mile, they have a last man standing events. So they have a 50-mile like once or twice a year. And all these events are very close to me. That's another thing. He tries to keep his ranch secret. I heard that even buses the people to the ranch. I don't know if that's true or not. But I heard it's in Liberty Hill, just like where he was doing some races before. Because he actually lives in the subdivision next to mine. I know that. I've seen him turn off. I see him on the highway to my house all the time. Because you see his truck on his videos. He's got his big Go One More sticker in the back. I see him all the time. Not all the time, I've seen him a few times. Anyways, I know his ranch is out here, very close to me, but I can't join his ultra marathons because he doesn't put them on Ultra Sign Up, and he only wants to put people in the race that he wants to be in the race. So, I guess that's cool. But basically it's a marketing event. It's not really a race open to the public. But he tries to make it sound like. So, anyways, I was chatting about that in one of my videos this week. Okay, cool. Yeah. The Mount Whitney one is the Death Valley one. That's an interesting one too. That's called, I forget the name. I always can't remember names sometimes. But anyways, that's a 120-mile race in Death Valley, and they start you at night. But the bad thing about that race is, it's not that it's hard. It's they require you to have a chase vehicle. So if you run that race in Death Valley, you have to rent a minivan, and you got to have a few people help you. And basically, they're your crew and aid station the whole race. They have to follow you. So, plus the entry fee to that race is pretty high. I've got the experience, I could get into it probably, but very expensive. So you're gonna pay a few thousand for entry fee, and then you have to have a chase vehicle. Just not interested. But that's the one in Death Valley. But it starts at that hottest place in Death Valley, and then it ends at Mount Whitney, on the top of Mount Whitney actually. So it's pretty cool. But it's about 120 miles. So, oh, cool. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about that in the trail running media. Basically, hiking shoes have disappeared. Everyone's using trail shoes now, even for hiking. And the the trail shoe companies are trying to invite more. They want to embrace the hikers and bring them in because there's more hikers than trail runners. But a lot of the big hiking shoe companies, they're making trail shoes now, like Keen and some of the big brands. I've seen them at the annual shoe store, shoe convention. Can't even talk right. Actually, that's called the running event, the biggest shoe event in the USA. And it's usually here in Austin, but this year it's in San Antonio, which is about 2 hours south. So I'm gonna go there. I'm actually got a pass to be official media again. So, which is cool, because otherwise you can't get in. Because you gotta be a running store or some really big famous media to get in. You can't just buy a ticket and go in. So I think out of the last 5 years, about 4 years they've let me in. So anyways, I'm official media again this year. And the show is on December 2nd, San Antonio, Texas. So, but yeah, hiking, definitely the way to go is using trail shoes. You know, when I did the ruck race, I think it was about 4 years ago, I did a 48-hour ruck race and I had 20-pound plate. And I was competing mainly against military guys, and they had a lot more experience than me rucking, but they wore jungle boots, and their feet got torn up after about 20 miles. I ended up winning that race. I won that race by 20 miles. But the reason I did was not because I was much better shape than they were. I just had better equipment. I wore my trail shoes, so my feet didn't hurt, and I did very little sleep. I slept like 25 minutes a night, whereas they slept many hours. Plus they wore the wrong shoes. So yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I hope your job's going well. I know you were working at a union job doing the tile. That's tough work. When I was in high school, I did sheetrock and plumbing, and we mostly did apartment complexes. That was really tough work, because I remember I had to get up like 4:30 in the morning. But when I was doing sheetrock, I actually learned how to use stilts. I wasn't very good at it, but that sheetrock stuff is heavy, and I know the tile is even heavier, so that's a great workout. So oh, those are nice. Saucony Exodus, yeah, those are nice. Saucony makes really good shoes. Mega grip. Oh, okay, cool. Well, you made a great choice. Those are great shoes. So you have to do a video on the trail. But yeah, those are great shoes, man. Saucony makes great shoes. I've had some of their carbon plate shoes before. I mostly wear Hokas now, but well, hey, I'm gonna have to end my video because I'm fixing to lose signal. So Lewis, great talking to you, man. Hope you're doing well. I'll talk to you soon. Everybody else, have a great day.